Hi, I'm Zayn. I'm going to read keywords with Peter and Jane. 5A, where we go. Continue. This is the continue part. We'll stop over here. So we continue here. The children talk about the dog and the rabbit. It was good of you to pull Pat out, says Jane to Peter. You must have some tea after that. Yes, we are going to have tea now, says Jane. Daddy said so. Here they are at a tea shop. It says afternoon teas, says Peter. I can read it. Let's us go in and sit down out of the sun. I want to eat, he says. Yes, says Mommy, we can eat here, but what about the dog? Here, he can come in, says Daddy, but he must be a good dog. Yes, says Jane to Pat. You must be a good dog. Must, but. That's new word. In they go. You must be a good dog, says Jane to Pat. You must sit here by my chair and not run about. Daddy pulls out a chair for Mommy. Peter sits on a little chair, and Daddy has a big chair. What are we going to eat? Asks Daddy. I must have some tea, but I do not want to eat, says Mommy. Can we have some cake and some milk, please? Asks Peter. And Jane, the girl, comes up to them, and Daddy asks her for tea and milk and cakes. After this, they all talk about the afternoon. It was a good game at the top of the hill, says Peter. Chair asks the viewers. After they have had tea, Jane and Peter see a boy and a girl come into the tea shop. Look, says Jane. They go to our school. We must talk to them. Can we talk to them now, please? Peter asks Daddy. Yes, he says, but let Pat sit here by my chair. Jane and Peter go to talk to the boy and girl. They pull our chairs and sit down. We have had our tea, says Peter. They talk about the afternoon walk to the top of the hill. Then they talk about school. Pat runs to Jane. No, Pat, she says, You are not going to run about in here, Daddy said. So had R. That's the new word. Daddy gets up from his chair. We have had our tea, and now we must go, he says. We will walk to the station and go home by train. The children like this. They go out from the shop and walk down the street. In the street, the children look in the sweet shops and the toy shops, but they do not stop. Pat pulls Jane after him. Peter asks Daddy where the station is. It is in this street, says Daddy. On you go, and do not let the dog run away from you. The children want to get to the station. They like to go by train. From street. That's new words. The children soon come to the station. They go in from the street. As they go in, a big train pulls out from the station. They look as it is going by. It is a good train, says Peter, and there are pigs and cows on it. Pat wants to run after it. But Jane will not let him. Keep by me, she says to her dog. You must not run after the train. As Mommy and Daddy come up, Jane asks, where is our train? It will be here soon, says Daddy. The man said so. Then the train comes in. Come on, says Mommy. Let us get in. We will soon be home. Soon as, that's new word. As soon as they sit down in the train, the children look out of the window. From the window, they can see more and more streets and houses going by. Now we can see the hill where we had our walk, says Jane. Look out of the window, Mommy. You can see more now. You can see the top of the hill. I can see where we had our game. Can you see the farm, Jane? asks Peter. Yes, says Jane.
Yes?
Yes, she says.
Good job.
There are some cows by the farmhouse and some more cows by the pigs. Now I can see where you had to pull Pat away from the birds.
Yeah.
Rabbits, she says.
Good job.
Window more. Who is the other man in the train? He is from the farm and he talks to Daddy about it. Who is the girl with Jane? The man from the farm. Is her daddy who is the other boy? He is from Peter's school. He eats an apple. He has some more apples and gives one to Jane, one to Peter, and one to the other girl. Jane and Peter talk to the boy and girl about the walk they have had. The girl asks Jane to come to tea at the farm. As Daddy looks out of the window, he says, we will soon come to our station. Who other? That's new word. As the train stops, Peter looks out of the window. Which station is this? He asks. Yes, which is it? asks Jane. It is our station, says Daddy. We get out here. Get the bags, which are our bags. Mommy gets her bag. Daddy has the other. Then they all get out. Jane talks to the other girl who helps her with Pat. Thank you, he says. She says. They go from the station to the street as soon as they can. Pat wants to walk, says Jane. Yes, says Mommy, but we must get a bus. Let us sit on top of the bus, says Peter. Which bag? That's new word. They walk down the street. Which is our bags, Bus? Asks Peter. Which is it? He asks again. Not this one, the other one, says Mommy. She asks Peter to take the dog into the bus, but Pat will not get on. He wants to run away. You must get on, says Peter. Here comes Daddy, says Jane from the window. He will help. Daddy helps Mommy on to the bus. Then Peter takes the bag from Daddy. As Daddy puts on Pat puts Pat on the bus. More boys who go to Peter's school get on. They talk to Peter about the game they have had. Again, takes. That's new word.
Are we tired? Say bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll do the rest next time.
Next time we'll do the rest. Bye.